Hi, this is Kevin Garlington, and this is another video in the Summer Summary series. And we're going to talk about the doubles position when you're at net. The reason this video is so important is because I'm going to show you in this video how to really get into your opponent's mind. Oh my God, I love playing the net in doubles, and I'm going to show you exactly a couple tips what you can really use to have them so worried about you at net. And sometimes you only have to hit 1 or 2 volleys, okay? So make sure you stay tuned. So in this video, one of my really pet peeves about this position here is that we're too static, we're too stationary. We just don't move enough, okay? So what do I mean by this? Usually the person in this position is like this. They're here, my opponent serves or receives, and this is what happens, okay? You look back maybe, hopefully you're not looking back, but you're doing this action here, okay? You are not a part of the doubles match, okay? You are just, they're not even worried about you. When I play doubles, when a lot of players that I'm playing with play doubles, I am really concerned about the net person, and I'm going to show you the differences. Now, so when the ball is going cross court, usually most players are like this. They're very static. Now you got to think about it, and I put the camera in this position. How much from you, if you were in this position from the baseline, how much do you see me move? Usually not a lot. The problem is you see me moving up and back this way doesn't present a lot of movement to the eye. Okay? If you move more sideways, what happens is the opponent's eye starts catching you and they start thinking about you. So this is what it should look like when the ball is going back and forth. So when my partner's hitting their cross-court forehand, a lot of times I'm going here. Okay? I'm going here. I'm kind of closing, okay? I'm looking to close the middle, and because I'm moving this way, you can tell on the camera, it presents more movement for my opponent to worry about. Now, because I'm moving this way, side to side, which is a bigger movement compared to this and this, okay, now they start thinking about me. And they start missing shots just because they don't know if I'm going to go. And this is the next level. You start influencing the returner or the person on the baseline because they're so worried about if you're going to go. One of my rules of doubles is that you have to, you must. It's a have to thing. You have to poach in the first game. And it has to be a big poach, what I call a monster poach. Okay, usually if my opponent's serving, or even if we're receiving, if they're serving, usually on one of the very first points, I'm gonna split and do what I call a monster poach. Here's a couple of reasons why. I'm setting the tone early. What happens, what's everybody thinking when it's the first game? Usually, if you're the receiver, you're kind of not in there. You're like, okay, let's, high percentage, let's get the ball back cross court. Bingo, take advantage of that. Because everybody's not completely in the game, in the match on the very first couple points, you know they're gonna probably go cross court, which sets you up to do this monster poach, getting close to net, being very aggressive. Then what happens? Bingo, they look at you and go, oh my God, he poached on the very first point. He must be really aggressive, okay? And then suddenly I set this tone that they're looking at me, they're constantly watching if I'm gonna poach. So many players when they play doubles, what do? First couple games, well, okay, okay, up. Win or lose that point, walk to the other side, okay, same thing. So you've never set the tone early about the type of player you can be on the doubles match, in a doubles match. So that's my first rule, gotta poach early. After that, you continue to move a lot and you fake. My number one thing I love doing is faking, okay? You don't have to constantly poach every shot, okay? Just fake a couple times. So if I poach in the first game, I've set the tone that he's gonna poach a lot. Okay? And usually if you make it a big poach, not just a small poach, a big poach, an aggressive poach, you send a statement to both players like, whoa, wake up. Don't hit it there. Hope he doesn't poach. The second thing is after I've done that first poach and my partner's serving, what I'll do a lot of times, I'll split and I'll fake, and guess what? They start going, oh my God, I thought he was going to go, ball in the net. Now, you will probably get burnt once or twice down the line. No big deal. That's part of the deal. But I might stay home one, and then I'll start moving and faking again. So, in summary, a couple things. Make sure that your movement at net as the net player isn't like this, okay? Make sure your movement is sideways, closing and closing the net, okay? Next, make sure that you poach early in the first game because everybody's sitting there going, oh, whew, I'm kind of nervous, not warmed up, go cross court, and you know where they're gonna go, okay? Other thing is make sure also you're following that up. You're following up that you poach, big poach, keep going, Don't worry about, another big thing is people, players are like, oh, I don't want to go on my opponent's side, just call the switch. So if you're going to poach big, say switch so they can cover the backside, okay? So important. And finally, continue to be aggressive. You don't have to poach all the time. Fake a lot of times so they don't know if you're going. If you constantly create movement up here, you're poaching when you have the opportunity, you're faking, you'll be so surprised at how many points you'll start winning for doing nothing. And your opponents will be so afraid of you, even though you've probably hit 1 or 2 volleys, okay? So I hope you've enjoyed this video. I hope you got a lot out of it. This is Kevin Garlington at TotalTennisDomination.com. Go out and play tough and leave me a comment or like if you really enjoyed this video.